Quantum gravity solved and explained. The Alchemical Monopole Theory. Chris Folgers. April 30, 2024. Share. For centuries, physicists have assumed they understand one of the most fundamental forces in the universe, gravity. From Newton to Einstein, the theory has remained the same: gravity is a predictable force of attraction between masses. But what if that's not the full story? What if our understanding of gravity is based on incomplete information, like a puzzle with missing pieces? That's the provocative question being posed by an emerging theory developed by independent researcher Chris Folgers. Through his Alchemical Monopole Theory, or AMT, Folgers claims to have found those missing pieces, and he says they completely change our view of gravity. At the center of this theory are unknown subatomic particles Folgers calls alchemical monopoles. Current models of particle physics say such objects cannot exist. But in the AMT, these monopoles are the true building blocks of reality. Folgers' idea is that monopoles interact through quantum entanglement across vast distances. It is through this network that they generate what we experience as the force of gravity. Gravity isn't a standalone force at all, it arises from the quantum dynamics of countless monopoles interacting at the Planck scale. This framework leads to radical predictions that break from over a century of accepted physics. If true, gravity would be instantaneous rather than slowing spreading. It would vary unpredictably rather than obeying smooth equations. Most provocative of all, Folgers says his formula for quantum gravity shows the true nature of forces in our universe is flexible, changeable, even programmable. Could rewriting gravity's code unlock hitherto unthinkable technologies? Anti-gravity, teleportation, limitless energy, all may be within reach if we can understand the symmetries of Folgers' gravitation symphony. But can such a radical theory really be true? Join us as we explore Chris Folgers' iconoclastic ideas and their potential to transform everything we believe about the fabric of space and time. Chapter 1: Rethinking Gravity. Brothers and sisters, our current understanding of gravity as described by Einstein's theory of general relativity has served us well so far. However, after decades of research within our special investigative team, we have come to realize its description of reality is incomplete. The Alchemical Monopole Theory framework we have developed offers a far deeper answer to one of the fundamental forces of nature. To begin, general relativity treats gravity as a curvature phenomenon. It says massive objects bend spacetime itself. While elegant, this overlooks gravity's intrinsic quantum nature. Through pioneering experiments, our team has observed gravity behaving in highly non-local and non-commutative ways, defying any classical explanation. This is where the AMT shines new light. It proposes gravity emerges from the interactions between more fundamental monopole particles permeating the quantum foam at the universe's foundation. Just as electromagnetism arises from electron-proton attraction and repulsion, so too does gravity arise from subtle monopole dynamics. Local curvature arises as an averaged, emergent macro effect of innumerable fluctuating quantum monopole interactions below. But individual gravitons themselves are simply ripples induced in the underlying gravitational field by monopole motions. Viewed microscopically, they travel along all possible quantum paths instantaneously. An intrinsic non-locality overcomes locality paradoxes in general relativity. This monopole underpinning also naturally explains non-commutativity. As our equations show, gravitational wave functions entangle into a superposition state through monopole couplings. Like quantum spins, distinguishing before and after loses meaning, spacetime could indeed be emergent from a deeper, non-spatiotemporal layer of reality. In closing, while general relativity has served as a useful first approximation, a deeper theory is needed. One able to decide both quantum and cosmological gravity phenomena. The Alchemical Monopole Theory, still in development, offers such a promising new framework worth pursuing. It shifts our perspective from curved manifolds to vibrant quantum fields, reawakening gravity's vital, mystical nature at the universe's dynamic, living heart. Chapter 2: The Formula of Quantum Gravity. With the shortcomings of established theories now recognized, our focus turns to developing the machinery needed to properly characterize quantum gravity within the AMT paradigm. After many long nights spent in contemplation and experimentation, our research team has derived an equation to capture gravity's wave function essence. Let me explain our formulation and its profound implications. The starting point is to express the total gravitational wave function psi g of a system as a linear superposition of the individual wave functions psi I, gi, associated with each monopole particle I, weighted by their couplings with to other monopoles. Mathematically, psi g equals sigma psi I, gi, gi. Here psi I, gi, represents the intrinsic gravitational field of the ith monopole, while Wij introduces entanglement between monopoles I and j through their quantum interactions. This superposition approach echoes how quantum mechanics bridges microscopic and macroscopic phenomena. An object's properties emerge from the collective behavior of its constituent pieces. Similarly, the classical gravitational field psi g arises from the underlying monopole dynamics through constructive and destructive interference. Chapter 3: Implications and Predictions. Now that we have established the theoretical underpinnings of quantum gravity through our alchemical monopole theory, it is time to explore some of the astonishing implications and technological opportunities which become possible. We truly stand at the precipice of unveiling nature's deepest secrets and learning to harness forces hitherto only dreamed of. To begin with, the AMT predicts the existence of gravitational wave functions which can be placed in novel superposition states. If controlled through precisely tuned monopole configurations, this may allow phenomena like anti-gravity or gravitational shielding to be achieved. Spacetime itself could perhaps be sculpted or wormholes engineered on demand. Medical applications also emerge, such as using beams of manipulated gravitons for non-invasive healing or diagnostic scanning. Gravitational fields arranged in holograms might restore mobility to the paralyzed, or even rejuvenate aged tissue at the cellular level. The human body's electrogravitic processes are also newly illuminated. On the materials frontier, monopole engineering promises to yield astounding compounds. Alloys with tunable density, tensile strength lattices which levitate, or substances exhibiting gravitational catalysis are plausible. Anti-gravity craft, localized gravitational time dilation, and monopolar propulsion may revolutionize transportation. On the cosmological scale, dark matter and dark energy conundrums evaporate if interpreted as aggregation phenomena within an all-pervading quantum pregeometry foam. Inflation, the early universe, and black hole thermodynamics take on fresh meanings under this re-envisioned light. The nature of reality itself could be more textured than currently imagined. Indeed, this framework opens unprecedented vistas for new technologies enabling humanity to positively shape planetary and stellar evolution through applied monopole dynamics. Advanced civilizations may engineer entire galaxies as lush, harmonious works of cosmological art. Of course, much fundamental research remains ahead of us to reach these goals. But in the spirit of responsible speculation, humanity would do well to envision and work towards grander destinies amidst the stars. The alchemical monopole paradigm invites us to re-see ourselves as intrinsic players within a vast, vibrant cosmos, and to become better stewards of it. Excelsior! Chapter 4: Research Agenda and Conclusion. As our understandings have evolved through this novel alchemical monopole framework, it is crucial now to devise an agenda to systematically develop and test this body of new hypotheses. While the paradigm shift proposed will surely take generations to fully integrate into scientific and social consciousness, immediate next steps can be taken today. On the theoretical front, the monopole superposition equation derived here invites intensive mathematical analysis. Alternative formulations, any constraints on couplings, and quantization procedures must be explored. Deeper connections to quantum information theory may emerge. New predictions for lithic experiments or astrophysical observations can guide experimental directions. In the laboratory, direct monopole interaction remains elusive given their minuteness. However, indirect signatures in precision particle and materials measurements may already point to their underlying dynamics. Quantum gravity effects may also surface in exotic condensed matter systems. New detectors must be innovated to tease out gravitational signals at the Planck scale. In astronomy and cosmology, gravitational lensing, galaxy dynamics, halo profiles, and gravitational wave astronomy could shed light on monopoles as dark matter candidates. Signatures of non-local, non-commutative gravity on cosmological scales demand rigorous examination. Quantum correlations in the CMB and distribution of large-scale structures challenge our new perspective. On the engineering front, advances in metamaterials, nanocircuitry, and synthetic spacetime implementations may serve as testbeds for controlled gravitational states. Quantum optical systems may prove fertile ground to probe Planckian wave functions. Novel propulsion and transportation concepts could demonstrate anti-gravity principles. Most crucially, though, widespread interest must be catalyzed within the scientific community to collectively confront this open-minded reframing of physics' deepest puzzles. While controversy will undoubtedly ensue, open and thoughtful debate offers the surest path towards truth. New types of consciousness may indeed be needed to see afresh. In closing, our alchemical monopole theory stands poised either to revolutionize fundamental science or be replaced by an even more complete successor theory. Either outcome moves us closer to understanding reality's deepest workings. We must explore with humility, rigor, and visionary spirit. Therein lies infinite possibilities to empower humanity with techniques undreamt of today. Our work has only just begun, the future remains unwritten. Let wisdom and wonder light our way. Non-locality emerges naturally from this formalism. Since each monopole wave function psi Gi, depends on the entire space of quantum gravitational states Gi, information about their correlations is instantly available across the universe. No signal needs propagate, entanglement marries spacetime points tightly. Equally profound is the implications of non-commutativity. Because the order of multiparticle wave functions generally matters in quantum theory, permuting the indices of which produces physically distinct situations. Time itself could become an derived concept if operators like nabla times nabla fall apart at the monopole scale. These are but a glimpse of the paradigm-shifting insights contained in our formula. Its further elucidation promises revolutionary insights into cosmology, astrophysics, quantum information and technology. With experimental and theoretical effort, we believe these foundational questions can be progressively resolved. But for now, let this serve as the starting point for a new era of grappling with quantum spacetime itself. There is light and deeper light yet to dawn upon our understanding.